How do you become a speech-language pathologist? Let's talk about it. Hi, my name's Julia. I've been a speech-language pathologist since 2009, and I'm here to teach you about all things being a speech-language pathologist, and I specifically talk about how to be a traveling therapist, which is what I do. I take travel contracts at different places across the U.S. But before you can be a traveler, before you can be an SLP, of course you have to go through the steps to become a speech-language pathologist. So let's talk about those 5 steps you need to take to become an SLP. So first of all, you need to get a bachelor's degree, and you can get a bachelor's degree in the field of communication sciences and disorders, which is basically the degree for speech-language pathologists. So if you get a degree in CSD, communication sciences and disorders, sometimes it's called CD, comm disorders, but that would be the undergraduate degree that would lend you to go into graduate school prepared with classwork. If you don't have a bachelor's degree in communication sciences and disorders, don't worry, you can still apply to graduate school, and depending on what your degree is, you might even be a really strong candidate to get in compared to some CSD students. Maybe you have a diverse background of other skills that could be helpful as a candidate. But you would basically just have to take the courses needed to be an entry-level student in the master's degree program before you start taking those master's courses. So every graduate program kind of does things differently. They might end on an extra year, an extra semester, but you would have to catch up and do all those bachelor's level courses before you could do the graduate level courses for the graduate degree. Next step, you guessed it, it's applying to and getting accepted into graduate school. So becoming a speech-language pathologist means you are going to get your master's degree. So you do need to complete a master's degree program, and the program has to be through what's called a CAA affiliated school. And during the time you're in graduate school, you're going to be doing 400 hours of supervised clinical practice. 25 of those hours are in just shadowing only, and then the other 375 are in actually you doing supervised clinical work. So you do a lot of clinical interims and clinical practice during grad school. Once you graduate with your master's degree, though, you still have some work to do before you can be a licensed speech-language pathologist. So you have to take the Praxis test. That's our national board exam, and you have to pass that in order to apply for our licensure. In order to apply for speech-language pathology full licensure, you also have to complete a 9-month supervised clinical fellowship. So this is something you're going to get paid for. It's a job, but you need to get a job under the supervision of another speech-language pathologist, and that can be difficult at times to find those jobs. However, once you've done all those steps, you completed your bachelor's, your master's, your praxis, and your CF year, you can apply for licensure to be a speech-language pathologist.